So this is the PM session, silver bullet. It's 2 p.m. New York local time. That's Eastern Standard Time. I want to go short. Once price retraces to that inefficiency. On my video, I told you how you can get the time. So this is time-based algorithm model. So if you want to know, you check my video how to know the exact time to trade silver bullet in whatever country you are. It works every time. Check my video. So I'll be going short here. My own time might be different. I'm about 6 or depending on if this let me get a shot before I continue. So once it's entered that inefficiency, I'll go short quickly. So price you want to run down. Come on, right there. Yes. So if there's a day, I'll put my stop loss right there. If there's a day savings time, like daylight savings time, whether you observe it or not, the take profit is that sales are liquidity there, and I don't demand it to be right. So whether your country observe a daylight savings times or not, it doesn't matter. Just the time settings on that video, check that video. So this is a little bit like faster because I want to get the video done as quick as possible. The trade is there. I outlined this level on my Twitter account. For those of you following me on X, the link is on this channel. So this is the fastest, because if I really should do the real trade, this was like hours, so I had to make it like a fast video. But you can see how it's counting down to the close of the candle. It's like, oh, market replay. No, I'm just trying to explain what actually happened. As I said, I will try to do it because I used to do like a 1-minute version and all this kind of thing, you understand? So I just want to post this on X. So I took out the level. You can see that this is not market replay. You cannot hide the levels of price. You see that I showed it just now. So this was it. So now I want to show it on X. I used to communicate my thoughts. So if you're on following me, you would have seen this. I told them, okay, this is what I'm expecting. Sell side liquidity at 1.05387. So I want to upload it right away. So now there's some more of need talk. So that's it. I'm back to my chat. So I told them the level, that low hanging fruit objective. So I want to watch that level right there. So that's the benefit of having you as a follower. If you get those kind of advantage, not always, but sometimes I do it, and that does not mean take the trade though. It's just my, okay, this is what I think will happen. So if price gets to the inefficiency, I'll go short more. So again, I repeat, it's not like a trade signal. So don't go in there and, oh, I got a stop loss. You might not understand. I didn't tell them my stop loss is my entry. I just said this is what I'm thinking. So that will be on your own part. So because I say to go there and you go and short, you might be selling short as it's retracing now. But I already been short. Sometimes I communicate even before hours before I take a trade. But I just decided to do it as I'm taking a trade this Friday. So I'll go short in there. So that's about some 1.6 million shares. I'll be adding as it's going down to be seeing how price will be gravitating. If it goes above this high again, I want to go short even more. Right there, I just went short with another 600,000. The entry price is what covers it. So now I'm trying to frame my exit for a partial. So this is an inversion fair value gap. It's a BC, but I want it to be overlapped, disrespected, and acted as a resistance. If it trades back into it, I'll be going even short again. So I want it to I want to go short until it gets overlapped to the downside. That's the rule. So right now it's acting as a normal traditional fair value gap BC, but I want it to get inversed, like it should be overlapped to the downside since I'm bearish right now. So I'll be anticipating that as a confirmation, and to prove that, I'll also take an entry. Once it overlaps, I'll be using it. Not like this is support and resistance. No support and resistance. We always take this and say this is a resistance or support zone. No, this is just based on inefficiency and liquidity. What's the algorithm, like the lifeblood of the algorithm? So I don't mind with this retracement, in as much as it doesn't overlap this CB it currently is in now. I think everything is still okay. So I want to see price want to overlap this inefficiency I just drew out in is this an orange color? Whatever. So if this kind of closes like this or below, if the next candle that enters it, I'm going short, because I'll be taking this three consecutive uploads candle as an bearish order block. If this candle closes below this inefficiency, no, not yet, I'll still wait. It has to close below the inefficiency, so that's the rule. I have to be patient. I'm modifying the limit, and the way I set this limit, well, I don't want to talk so much on that on the video. I want to focus on an entry here. Right there, I'm going short. Yes, 50,000. I'll go short as it's entering right here. So the next candle might still enter, but I don't care. That's just signature. It has been overlapped to the downside. So even if the next candle comes in, I want to see it rally to the to this my limit. I want to see it want to go down. So this candle, fine, I permitted this. So these are the levels. I just showed it for you to know that. Oh no, look at them. That's the details and labeling. So you can try to do that on your market replay if you can do it. So that's it. This was an area I was been watching, so I can actually use that to want a pyramid and entry if I see something like a nice return into premium. But right now I'm focused on seeing price want to gravitate to this low about 1.05387. So what I don't want to explain is, if price comes in here and retraces, I will expand this limit to the downside, because if price is not run at once and it comes close and retraces, it means it's going to even do it more aggressively. So instead of me just getting out here, I'll increase the limit down. So but if it does it at once, I want to we can actually come and just touch it and will not fill me with a spread. That's why the limit is above the liquidity. But if it retraces from here, I told you. So that's an array. I would like to capitalize as a short. I told you, if price overlaps and I see an array, that's a CB right there. So I went short even more. I went more. So you can see it. I just turn on the labeling for you. I turn it off. You can see it. So that's the bearish order block, because I want to see price want to go lower now. Remember I told you, for this kind of signature, it had to retrace. So in those instances, I like to actually want to expand it, but most times it can delay by a pip, and that's so frustrating. So it's so frustrating. That's the price of precision. So most times the first partial I used to be forgiven, because it's very important. Why? Once I take the first partial, look at my stop loss here, that's when I can trail it. But if I'm not taking my first partial, with time I hope to get better. But once I have my first partial out, then I'll have my risk removed. So that's the caveat. That's how I do it. That's how I use it. So if this retrace even deep, it will give you more confidence that this will even exit more, and I'll increase the limit to the downside. So that's just it. So I'm increasing my potential taking out, because over the time I've realized that I always wish I've taken out more as a partial, because sometimes price might reverse. So I used to, before giving, I don't used to take just a little. I take a reasonable position. Like you can see, this 1.6 whatever is a reasonable position from this. You can see that. So I just increase the limit. Why? Because there's a sell side here. My price is not running down right now. So if price is trying to waste time, I'll be increasing it even further. You understand? Because the more time it's wasting doing this, the more time it wants to do this, if the narrative is intact. So this is an order block. I just took a shot right now using this order block and this inefficiency. You see price did not go to the high of this inefficiency. So I want to see price want to run down. I'm watching that closely. That's just a little, when I say a joke, like price should come. So I mistakenly deleted the limit. I have to quickly put it back right now. There's some technical issues that happen sometimes, so I've put in that limit order, and that's the labeling. Once again I turn on. So I want to see price come in here. When will it do that? On time. What time? Well, I've been always saying about it, the 45th minute of the silver bullet hour. So this won't be like 2:45, but it might actually go there before 2:45. Right now it's 2:34, so it could expand even at 2:37. They just you might not understand what I'm calling this minute, but I've said it. The more time price spent here, the more, if I'm on side, the more it will wanna run in here. So you see, I just increased it. Why? Because I believe it will exit here now. If it wanted to have gone, it will have run from here and just come in here. But look at how it's retracing. This thing right here, it's a trap for me. It's like, it looks like a trend line. So people that are it looks on a lower time frame, but the same higher time frame perspective you transport to the lower time frame. So people that are trying to be support and resistance, they'll be using this trend line here. Okay, they want to buy long, so that's like a phantom, that's a retail diagonal support. So, and below that is what? Sell side liquidity, just below that trend line. So right there, that's a short time sell side liquidity. So that's a confidence telling me that price is going to run a rally. So it's 2:47 p.m. right now, and I'm watching it closely. The price want to show right. It might want to take out this high first, but this is zooming for you to look. I want to see it go down. So I hope to do this live one eventually. So if you're watching this, you can just subscribe, because YouTube has until I hit 50 subscribers before I can go live. So right now I'm anticipating a large range down close candle. Like I want to see expansion, a large range down close candle at this time. It's just past it's just 240, 239 now. I want to see candle expand. Since it didn't do it at 237, 239 should want to do it going to 240. So I want to see it expand. Like I want to see large, all this literally, I want to see it drop down, like big down close candle. I want to see it now. So that's me emphasizing it. I anticipate, like I'm not saying it must happen, but based on my experience, I'm anticipating such signature for a confirmation. Price should run. It should not give this guy opportunity to make profit. Like their stop loss are here right now, so it's run that high now. Since that taken out by, so I see this is a Judas swing. So this is short time profit. It's giving it be comfortable, and immediately in the what. So buy side are taking out, breakout traders that will be breakout in longs, they are trapped in, and the support and resistance diagonal guys, they are also having their longs in. So short traders are breakout longs are trapped in the longs. These guys are actually trying to go long also. They are having a short-term profit, but me, I want to cannibalize that all. I want to see it go down. That's how the smart money thinks. Street money should be cannibalized by smart money. So look at that diagonal support. I want to see price want to go down. And it went to this other block. Watch that. So I want to see it come down. So it's almost 10:45 now. Sorry, 2:45. So at 2:45, I want to see it go down. I told you the 45th minute is very important for me. I think with forex, I don't know much of the indices, but in forex, so it's 2:44. I want to see it expand. Like that's why I draw this arrow. I want to see it expand lower. I told you I anticipate large range down close candle. So you can see, look at the range of this candle compared to all this. So that's just experience for you right here. This is 2:45. I want to see it run right here. Partials. So I do what I can do, some kind of troll remarks, but the major thing I do here most of the time. So I told you that's like predicting the future. I've done the risks covering. That's the major thing I do. Once I take a partial, I remove the risks and I cover cost. So risks removed and cost covered right there. Plus, and that's not from a negative to a positive. Trail stop loss. So now I'm comfortable, but I'm watching something very closely. Look at this inefficiency here. If price returns there, I want to take short. Like I just took more partials out now, but if price reaches to this inefficiency, I want to go short. So I'm watching that. So I made this me mocking the retail. So so since I have my stop loss trail, so I don't have to be right about the outcome. I just have a free ride to my destination. So I just hide it. I'll screenshot it and send it to X. That's Twitter, formerly called Twitter for those who saw it actually. So I'll just retweet it so they can see it. So if you want to follow me, the link to my X is on this YouTube channel. You can check it. It's there. So if you want to know what I'm doing there, you can actually follow so you'll be notified. Again, don't take it as a signal. yeah, it could be you will not know where to enter and exit. So I just showed the level. So that's a problem there. You might not know where to enter and exit. I won't do that for you. I'll just tell you what I want to see. So price is still about here. This is 250. 250 is a normal macro time window usually, but price is expanding well. So I'm just mocking the retail as much as I can do, because really I was in that same shoe and losing money there. So hello retail traders. So I just like, it's like a power. I paid money to all these guys and they're teaching me support and resistance. It was useless. So I'm still watching this inefficiency, but look at my exit here. So I don't demand that, but I anticipate that. So I don't have to be right about the outcome. That's what I'm showing you. So look at my exit. Like, I'm loving the exit. So there you go. Look at the first one here. The second one also there. And that's my risk remove. Oh, yeah. This inefficiency, I told you, it went in there and I was busy writing around. I almost missed it. Look at that. So you might not have to, but I told you beforehand that if price gets in there, I'll be if I had paid attention, I would have, man. So I need to focus more on price. So next DOL, it means next draw on liquidity. So it's this level here. So for there was a person who asked, what time frame do you use? So I go to the 50-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame. That's how I used to for my draw on liquidity. I don't just use 1 minute time frame for entries, 1 minute or 3 minutes, framed based on the 15 minutes, 5 minutes. If I want to exit, I like to see well, so I can know where to exit more and most of my. So I want to take a limit just below where price is right now. So you can see how price reacted in this. I told you beforehand, this inefficiency. So if I didn't outline it, you wouldn't have known why I went short. So that's the hidden narrative. And don't be too overmind. You can easily subscribe, like the video. So anytime I drop a video like this, my analysis, when I communicate my thoughts, you can actually, have an insight to my thought. And you ask your questions, I'm ready to answer. So the same phantom trend line you see here, look at it forming here. That same signature, look at it. So I'm just gonna put it here. Phantom trend line, sell side liquidity is also there. The same is always the end price, like the inner cycle trades. ICT, it says that they can hide the fair value gap from you. So this diagonal retail whatever, it's always there. And when I see it, I love it. Like even in my analysis, I used to incorporate it. Or like sell side liquidity is right at that low now. It makes me like, wow, somebody's putting stop loss right there. So price, you want to go in there. So it's 3 p.m. That's a time when price also expand. That's the upside, but now I want to be a downside expansion. If this candle does not expand, next candle after it should do that. That's a fair value gap traded to right there. So look how price rejected. So you can see that I told you we shall expand. So that's the importance of understanding. It took me years. I just took a partial day, so I can reduce it. I took 300,000 out as a partial profit. It took years, like months, years to understand which minute will it expand. You have to understand by experience. But as I'm telling you now, if you've been following me for a while, the 45th minute is something about the 45th minute. I discovered that on my own. I didn't learn that from anybody. So right there, that has been taken as a partial. So it looks random. It's me just trying to make like a joke on whoever is like, oh no, this is rubbish. So this must be strange, right? So if you're finding it hard, like I also have losses and I'll try to post them on this channel if I have time. I'll be posting them. So it's not like everyday win, this losses and win, but having more wins than losses is what is important. So I'm trying to frame a level for my exit, 50% between these two levels. This sell side liquidity was a 5 minutes low. This is a 15 minutes low. It's also on 5 minutes also, but the midpoint, I want to see price want to gravitate here. I'll be using that midpoint I'll put a limit order right there at 1.5058, 1.05282. Depending on how price works, if price is trying to be slow, I might take before it reaches there, but I still believe price will want to get to that level. So I want to increase my potential gain because price is going down. So I don't want to see this high taken out again. To me, this high. I could, I don't just demand the best or the best. So in between here, I might take something off. I like this level actually, but I might take something off in between here. Because sometimes price can, and based on the time, if price wants to go lower, it should just keep going lower. But it's possible to see a little bit of retracement. But I feel it's going lower actually. But allow myself, okay, it can go a little bit retracement, but at the same time, I won't be too angry or beating out myself that, oh man, no, I won't do that. I just want to be flexible, because it might be so annoying that price will just go in there and not book me out as profit. So this was me trying to see how we uploading the video, like I'm doing it, and once you see it watching the video, that means I kept my promise. So this is just people, I converted to the 1 minute version, so people that watch it, they will have to come back to watch this video if they're interested. So price is retracing like I told you, but remember I told you I don't have to be right about the final outcome. So look at my limit right here. I'm still watching price there. So instead of taking the 300 at once, I'll reduce it. I'll take a little bit amount here. So this is the labeling. I deleted the labeling, so it's showing that the trade is actually done, and it's not like market replay. No. The way this inefficiency behaves to price, if it keeps price lower, then it's coming here. When will it do it? At time. What time? The 15th minute. Sometimes on the 14th minute, you see an expansion. So this is everything. This is I'm trading both PM session silver bullet from the 2 to the 3 p.m. So the first one is 2 p.m. 3 p.m. The next one is 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. So I want to see it gravitate lower on 3:14, 3:15. I want to see price expand lower. So come to daddy. I could be wrong, but I think with my experience, this is 2:14 now. So 3:14 rather, New York local time. I want to see the candle show willingness to want to come lower. I'm okay with it being an up close candle. If it doesn't, then 2:14 and 2:15 rather, 3:15. Come on, why 2? You can see it close it down close candle. So 3:15 might really want to pull into this sell side liquidity. 3:50 might do that. So that's me understanding the minute each, like I had to study. Like they don't just think, oh well, fun, I can do this. Yes, but you will study. I studied for years without trading. I was watching, just no demo trade, nothing. I was just looking at candles. So right there, it comes in. And you can see it actually came in here. So that's the price at times. But I'm content with here because it can actually not come in here and retrace even deeper. So I'm okay with that. If you go below that, I'll be taking, I wanted it 300,000. So I took 250. If it comes below this low, I'll be taking 50,000 shares as a partial profit. So I have just 150,000 left to run. So I'll be taking it out gradually. I don't have to be, this is the drawn liquidity 1.05223, but I don't have to be right about it. So I want to see price go lower. So I just increased my potential gain. I increased it. So I told you initially I didn't want this high taken out, but now I just increased it. So right there, that's taking out the low. I want to take out even more partials. Right there, I just took out 100,000. So I have 50,000 left. Why am I taking 100,000? Not 50,000. That's the labeling for you. I'm taking it out. Like you can try to do this with your replay if you can do it. There's people saying that. Why did I take 100,000 instead of 50,000? Because sometimes my regret has been, not like regret, but my discovery has been not taking enough as partials. It's always not the best things for me. The more partial I take, the more better it is for me with experience. So it might go down here, I don't care. But that's why I take the large proportions of my trade, I take them out. And just leave little going as runners. Sometimes you might just see this first exit and retracement. So in those cases, imagine you just took very little and everything retraced. So what I'm doing, I'm running down equity. Every low that forms, I'll be taking out 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. That's running down equity. I learned that from a YouTuber in this on the YouTube, yeah, in the ICT. So that's when I'm running down equity from each loads that forms. Since I don't know if it will take out this low, because Friday can be very funny. So I just took out another 10,000 to make it lower low. Friday can be very funny. It might just leave this low and go up, and leave it for Sunday or Monday to take out. So running down equity is what I'm doing. Each low that forms, I take out. It makes the entry look how exit. Look the funny, like almost precise, right? That's a labeling for you. You can screenshot that. You can rewind the screenshot and look at the labeling and compare it to the entry and exit. You see it's equal. So I've been selling shorts from up in here. Look at it here. How many pips is that? Do your calculation. So I'm watching if any lows form. I just increase the potential gain right now again, because price I want to turn around. This needs to be like a retracement sometimes in the 30th minute, a retracement or continuation based on, but Napas has been going down, so it's reasonable to see on the 30th minute for price to retrace. But right now it's still 324. So I was just telling you about this entry exit. I was talking around. It almost evaded me, this inversion fuel. Even though I saw it before and I anticipated it, I almost missed it. That would have been the better one, but I still got it nonetheless. It's okay. So it's 325 right now. If another low forms, I'll be taking out more. So let your focus be here. Right here, another low just form. So I'll take out 10,000. Right there. So now I'm gonna watch. Does it want to run there? If another low form, I'll even take out even more 10,000. I don't have to be like I'm running that equity. I don't have to be right about this sell at 1.05253. No, it's none of my business. I don't worry about that. And this is Friday. It can leave that. Why I wanted to take it, but I still give allowance for it to leave it vacant. That's why I ran out equity 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. I was removing it. So right there, the trade is done. So that's the business. You have a great week ahead. It's like actually it's the real truth side. This is not a kickwork. It's really hard to do something like this. So it takes experience to know if the European dollar will be the outperformer or if it will be on the British pound. It takes experience. So this is the business for you. Have a great trading week ahead. Remember to subscribe, share to your friends and colleagues, and I wish you the best. Ask your questions also. Comment your thoughts. I'm open to improvement. You can give suggestions of all kind. And remember, on Twitter, X, you can go in there and look at how I actually drop in, what I anticipate for the coming week. So hopefully this helps someone.